Welcome back. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to make comparisons, and it's important to know how to compare nouns, people, places, or things. Using comparisons, we can say that something is better or worse, or cheaper or more expensive, faster or slower, and even that something is similar to or different than something or someone else. Now, so far, we've only learned one way to make comparisons using the adverb 더, meaning more. So we can say, 제가 더 똑똑해요. I am more smart, or I am smarter. 그게 더 좋아요. That is better, or literally, that is more good. So to say that something is more of something than something else, you can use the adverb 더, meaning more, as we've learned, together with a verb. The opposite of that, however, is the adverb 덜. That means less, and it's used in this same way. For example, 이게 덜 비싸요. This is less expensive. Now, if you want to compare two nouns, you'll attach 보다, then, to that first noun, followed by 더 or 덜. Even without adding the adverb 더, if you use the grammar form 보다 with a noun, it still would mean more than by default. For example, if you were to say, 민우 씨는 선아 씨보다 귀여워요. 민우 is cuter than 선아. This would have the same meaning as if you added 더, more. So if you just use 보다 by itself, it already can mean more, but it's still common to add an adverb anyway, such as 더 or 덜. Here are some more examples. 저는 원숭이보다 더 똑똑해요. I am smarter than a monkey. 원숭이는 저보다 덜 똑똑해요. A monkey is less smarter than me. 저는 빌리 씨보다 더 바빠요. I am busier than Billy. 한국어는 영어보다 더 어려워요. Korean is more difficult than English. 이 컴퓨터가 저 컴퓨터보다 싸요. This computer is cheaper than that computer. Next, let's learn how to say that something is the same as something else or different than something else. First, to say something is the same as something else, use one of the particles for with, followed by the descriptive verb 같다, meaning to be the same. For example, 그 셔츠가 제 셔츠랑 같아요. That shirt is the same as my shirt. Or to say that a noun is different than another noun, use with again and the descriptive verb 다르다, to be different. For example, 그 영화는 책하고 많이 달라요. That movie is a lot different than the book. And finally, to say that a noun is similar to another noun, use with again and the descriptive verb 비슷하다, meaning to be similar. For example, 뉴욕은 LA와 조금 비슷해요. New York is a little bit similar to LA. Next, to say that something is like a noun with a verb, you're going to use 처럼 after the noun. Here's what that looks like. Take a noun and attach 처럼. This literally means like noun. Next, attach and then conjugate a verb after it. So again, this is not to say that something simply is like a noun. We just learned that with 비슷하다, to be similar. This is how you say that something does something like a noun with an action verb, or that something is something like a noun using a descriptive verb. So here are some examples of that. 저 원숭이는 사람처럼 똑똑해요. That monkey is smart like a person. So we're not just saying the monkey is like a person, we're saying that the monkey is smart like a person. 이 후식은 아이스크림처럼 시원해요. This dessert is cool and refreshing, like ice cream. 아빠는 엄마처럼 항상 바쁘세요. Dad is always busy, like mom. 제 친구는 선생님처럼 잘 가르칠 수 있어요. My friend can teach well, like a teacher. And finally, to say that something is the most of something, you're going to want to use either the adverb 가장 or 제일. Both of these mean the most. And you're going to want to use them before a verb or an adverb. So here are some examples of that. 이 아이스크림이 제일 맛있어요. This ice cream is the most delicious. 한국어가 제일 어려워요. Korean is the most difficult. 제 컴퓨터가 가장 비싸요. My computer is the most expensive. 그 영화가 제일 재밌었어요. That movie was the most entertaining. 이 아이디어가 가장 좋아요. This idea is the best, or literally the most good. 제가 가장 빨리 했어요. I did it the fastest, or literally, I did it the most quickly. 제가 제일 많이 먹었어요. I ate the most, or literally, I ate a lot, the most. Alright, so let's put everything that we've learned together into a conversation between two people, Chaeyoung and Tahyun, and they're discussing whether they think tennis or volleyball is better. First, Chaeyoung says, 테니스를 더 좋아해요? Do you like tennis more? 네, 저는 테니스를 더 좋아해요. Yes, I like tennis more. 저는 배구가 제일 재밌어요. For me, I like volleyball the most. 저한테는 배구보다 탁구가 더 재밌어요. Literally, 저한테는 means to me with the topic marker. And it's one way of expressing your thoughts or opinion. So, to me, table tennis is more fun than volleyball, 배구보다. 배구도 탁구처럼 재밌어요. Volleyball is also fun like table tennis, 탁구처럼. 네, 배구도 재밌지만 탁구랑 달라요. Yes, volleyball is also fun, but it's different than table tennis. 탁구랑 달라요.
테니스를 더 좋아해요? 네, 저는 테니스를 더 좋아해요. 저는 배구가 제일 재미있어요. 저한테는 배구보다 탁구가 더 재미있어요. 배구도 탁구처럼 재미있어요. 네, 배구도 재미있지만 탁구랑 달라요.
So in this lesson, we really learned a lot of ways to compare different things. So practice everything that we learned today, and I'll see you again in the next lesson. 그럼 다음에 또 봐.